Hello, everybody. How's it going? Sorry for the misclick there. Am I delayed? I feel delayed. 2 1 2 1 2. Oh well. I'll just be a little guy in the corner, anyways. So it is how it is. Sorry for not streaming the past couple of weeks. I've been busy. I have a work event tomorrow. I think everything's ready. But it's really been kicking my ass. So yeah, I just gotta be prepared for work event tomorrow. Um so instead we're taking a chill guy today. We're listening to Mage's Cauldron for Sweet Dreams by Totomori. Um and hanging out and doing a Discord challenge and maybe winning a challenge. Oh gosh. My apologies. I'm a bit all over the place. We're gonna bring in energy into today's stream and see how the energy lands. But with that, please capture my game. They always take a second. Let's hop in to doing the shell building challenge. So this is she. I gotta check the orientation. Okay. So we're coming in from this direction. I have no thoughts. I also have no tool mod, which is why I haven't done a stream decorating those apartments yet, is because tool mod still isn't fixed, and there's a 0% chance that I am decorating those apartments without tool mod. So, we're gonna be here instead, doing something a little more chill. The rules said that I could move these trees, and if by move these trees, they meant get rid of them. That's what I'm doing. Now, is there a special hashtag I'm supposed to use? There isn't. Shell challenge ends on Monday, so we do have to get this done tonight. And I don't know how long that's gonna take. Man, I have no ideas on what to do. I don't want to do a limited build, cause ugh. Fuck, I'm not in the mood for a fucking limited build tonight. I don't know, chat, you got any thoughts? What kind of lot to make this? Yeah, low-key? A cemetery might be fun? It's called a cabin shell, though. Cemetery side cabin? We'll keep it residential. We'll keep it residential. And why don't we... Oops, I'm going incognito mode. So that I can show you why. We can look for reference together. So how about we go here? Window capture. Could you please capture my window? Guess not. That's fine, we'll just make a new window capture. For my Chrome. Please capture Chrome. Haha! Get in my overlay here. And this reminds me, I didn't put my cheeky little welcome message. I wish. Did screen ratios change? Because at one point this fit in here very nicely. And now it doesn't fit. And I'm very sad about that. Maybe I had it cropped at one point. I don't know. Anyway. Let's look at some cabin reference, shall we? So I feel like I haven't looked at the Discord, so I don't know what I'm working against. But I feel like A-shaped cabin gonna be pretty popular. gonna be pretty popular. Let's see, what else do we have? You know, we're seeing obviously a lot of wood. A lot of wood, a lot of steep roofs. The thing is, I'm just so drawn to the all glass wall A-frame cabin. Is she so pretty, is the thing. And we can't blame her for that. Truly, can we, chat? Alaskan survival cabin. Interesting. We don't have to see. The other thing is I don't own a pack that has a good like log wall look. So we've got to go for something that isn't like a log cabin. Maybe I go cabin minus log. Okay. Some interesting new fun results. These are all interiors. So let's go cabin exterior. Okay. Still wood. This is a lot more metal-y kind of siding. I hate this. This is a house, not a cabin. This I feel inspired by. Which I just said, it looks so much like the one I said that I hate because it looks like a house and not a cabin. But I think it's the modern color scheme that I hate on this one. And this one's just a little more woodsy. It's got the earth tones, the natural tones. I do recognize I'm a hypocrite, but I will try to justify it. Man, chat, I just had the most bomb fucking ass mango. Oh, so good. And now I really want another mango, but I don't have one. And I'm very sad about it, and I just am craving mango. I wish there was like a lake lot that I could put this like lakeside. But it's all beach. They really are lake haters out there in the Sims team. Yeah, I'm just not inspired by a lot of this. And I really want to add no walls, porches only, if possible. So that's right. Let's go back and look at the shape in The Sims. Okay. So we're allowed to rotate and things. But looking at our shape here, you know, easy answer. We cap this bad boy off. Excuse me, can you cap this bad boy off, please? Thank you. And then we do we like copy that below. Don't worry, it won't go through the actual house whenever I do it for real. Copy that bad boy below. Shrink it to be like a tile or two in front of that guy. And then we go. It's a good song. And then we go something like this. Obviously in a way that looks less bad. Probably scoot that guy out. Maybe one more tile. Anyway, something like that. Or I'm getting it wrong. I think I have to rotate this guy in order for it to work. I think that's what I'm getting wrong. Yeah. That. Like this. The way that looks less bad. Shrink that guy. Bam. There we go. Something like that. You know, and rotating it. That's pretty simple. I'm fairly certain I'd be allowed to rotate this. I don't know. I don't know the rules. Because obviously, you know, I can't rotate the whole fucking lot to be this direction. Because then I'd lose that square over there. But if I just rotate the house... Not the lot. Thank you. Move the house. God, this sucks. I never use the move house function because I hate it so bad. I'd much rather move lot. Anyway. Bam bam. This house? Gonna be the death of me. Something like that. You know, pretty quick and easy. I extend that out 2 more tiles and I make this a porch. So that's an option that we're gonna leave up. But I don't know, you know, like so let's see what else do we have? That's the vibe, right? So we've got the littler bit on top and the bigger bit on bottom. I mean, could we make like an extended A-frame? Or would that look stupid? That looks stupid and bad. Move this house. Again, I think I'm misunderstanding the rules of the challenge. But, I will plead ignorance to those rules. Any day of the freaking week. Okay. Then if I, you know, give this a cheeky little rotate. Can I make that line up? Do I have to like scooch it in here? There's supposed to be a way to make an A-frame like that. Is it just because there's not enough room? Perhaps. If I go this way, will it work? I just did this on a different build. How did I make it function? I think it's just there isn't enough room on the sides here with this one tile. So A-frame, out. Pack your bags. Well, I guess we could go. Excuse you. A-frame like this. Mayhaps. Perhaps even something like this. Which, you know, I'd make it steeper so that it looked less bad. But, you know, something like that. Scooch it in one more, maybe? Anyway, line that up. A little something like that, perhaps? That's just quite tall. I don't love a tall A-frame. They start to look disproportional to what I'm going for. Is that right? Is that lined up? It looks right. Well, it looks wrong, but it looks like the correct angle. Yeah, I just hate how that's overlapping. It looks, how you say, bad. It looks not very good. That is not the right angle, I feel. I fear. Yeah. Anyway, okay. I don't like it. I don't like it anyways. We're moving on. You guys didn't see any of that because I'm a great streamer. And I forgot that I am on window capture and not screen capture. But basically, imagine a bunch of shitty, too big A-frames. And that was what it looked like. So, use your imagination. I apologize for my failure to stream good. Something like this, I'm so tired by. But it would be something, you know? Wood and glass, black kind of a situation. I think maybe we just go traditional. We go pretty typical. Maybe we add a modern flair on the inside, or like a cottage flair on the inside. Cause none of these are hitting me, you know? They're either not ooh, I say, stumbling upon a cute little guy. I think it's just the colorful Adirondack chairs. And I was like, whimsy? Personality? In my Google search? You'd never believe it. Pardon me. Yeah, okay. These bore me. Let me make sure to switch you over this time so you can see what I'm doing. Game. Woohoo. Haha. Alright, then we're just gonna hit Z a few times on this. So you can, yeah, this is all of that was all the shit that was happening with the A-frame. Don't even worry about it, gang. It did not look very good. Move the house. Scooch her back into the corner. To preserve the spirit of the challenge. If not, I think, the literal what they were going for of the challenge. I think we're gonna get rid of these eaves. Oh, I cannot. You're just gonna have to deal with the fact that it looks like that, okay? And so am I. Now they said for the shell challengers allowed to add walls. Let me read the Discord rule set. I closed my Discord so I wouldn't get any Discord notifications during this time, and that was a mistake. Can you fuck off, Discord? I do not want Nitro. Where's the Q&A? Can we adjust the wall height? Yes. Can we move the trees? Yes. Can we add a basement? Yes. Can we add another building or extra rooms? You can totally add rooms or spaces, just keep the shell's walls as they are. Should have fit any additions within the existing structure and lot size. Any additions within the existing structure. Does that mean I can't have a porch? And then the rest of it's like, can I move BB objects? Why is this red? What is happening? Ew. Why are you red? Why is it like that? Did they like set this up special because it's from EA? No, that's just how it is. Ew, what? How do I make that go away? Did I turn that on? I hate it. Gameplay, no. Where would that be? That's not it. Be graphics? No. Oh, I hate it. I hate it really bad. Please, I beg of you. While I'm in here, I might as well turn that off. I don't care. Is there no way to turn that off? Oh, man. That sucks. Does it go away if I, like... What is that? Why? Ew. 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 What is that from? Brother, ugh. I literally just built in The Sims yesterday and it did not do that. Okay, well. I guess we cope? Why? What is that? Can I... What? Hey, Google? Red lines on new rooms? Try hitting O. Okay, that didn't work. There's a button to click at the top middle where the save lot room buttons are that turn it off. Why? Why? What? Is it because I moved the house? Ew. What if I just place the lot again? Now it's not doing it. Why did that happen? Is it because I moved house? Okay. Gross. Stop. Move. Not move lot. Can I move house? Is that why that happened? Because it, like, determined that it was a house? Ugh. Ew, okay. I hate that. Unfurnished. Okay, well, whatever. I guess we're drawing a fucking cube after we rotate the lot. Gross. Why? What? Why? You did not do that last time. Oh, I hate it really bad. It says, like, if you have, like, 4 rent or whatever, that's what's causing it. And I don't have 4 rent. Ah. Sorry, chat. I have to get this figured out. Please let me move lot lines. Press O? But I did that. It didn't fucking work. Am I cursed? Is this build cursed? What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 tiles, 1 tile buffer. You got it, dude. We're fucking bulldoze this shit, please. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I forgot to see how many it was horizontally, so we're just gonna eyeball it, perhaps? It's still doing it. Why the fuck is it doing that? If I go to manage worlds, will that turn it off? I hate this! Okay, that turned it off at least. Why now? Is it literally just because I did anything with moving anything? Fuck you. If I place it furnished, or whatever, and now it's not doing it. It's just because I rotated it? Brother, I rotate and move my lots all the time. Why would you do that? Why would you make it like this? What would possess you to make it like this? Why would you make it like this? I guess we're just gonna go to manage worlds and then come back, because I as you can tell, I'm crashing out about the red lines. Absolutely not. It's like a 4x4, 3x3, 2x2. What the fuck was it? Can I look? That's a 2x2. Right? 3x3 looks correct. I'm really cranking up their download count, huh? You're a 3x3. And we're gonna have to go back to the freaking menu, but it's fine. Can I draw a porch now? Now it doesn't do- You know what? I'm not gonna complain. At least it isn't doing it. Okay, good, great. Sorry for the mild crash out. Just hated it. Okay. Let's get this roof on so that it feels a little more like a cabin. No, I will not be altering the slope of the roof. Do not come after me. The slope is perfect. This slope, however, yes, I will be altering. She is too tall. I was gonna push her back one, maybe, to be a little bit more centered on the side. Scoot you down, scoot you back. Push you back one more, perhaps. We've lost that cabiny nature. It has to go in front here. And then scoot her back to like there. That feels pretty cabiny. We are gonna draw in those eaves. Cope with this, please. Perfect. And then I really think we take the seasons columns for that nice little bit of stone on the bottom. And then we give it, if I do you in a dark wood, do you feel kind of woodsy? Pretty woodsy. Scoot her up onto a platform here. Maybe just a little. Just enough. What about you? That feels a little too, like, put together. What about you? I like the hay on top of it. I think this is our most, like, woodsy vibe. Alright. Yeah, as I said, not really any options as far as logs go. But if we do a little something like that, then maybe up top we can get more of that like shingles feeling. With that. What is the word I'm looking for? Siding? And I really think let's if I give this more dimension, go copy and then do a little bit of that kind of an action. Does that feel like anything? And I'll make you like make you like stone or something. Don't be stupid. Why are you being stupid and dumb? Okay, whatever, I guess. Never mind. It's being dumb and stupid, so we're just gonna go with the siding from before. Done with that? Nah. Okay. And then we'll probably just, I want more of the green on here. And then we'll go green right there. Pull that up. See how we feel about that. I like it, I think. I could probably, you know, turn some lights on so we can see. How about we move? Can I get you, please? Yeah. Can you just scooch? This is not doing it for me, I think. If I go like that, is that anything? Well, actually, if I scooch this down, then we add that back. I think it's that there's nothing on top. We'll see how I feel about that in a second. Hang on. We got a lot of different wood tones happening right now. So I'm gonna try to consolidate some of that here. What do we got for roof? What feels cabiny? That feels kind of cabiny. Maybe life and death. Sort of more shingle type tiles. Get something like that going, perhaps. This bright white outline here is very distracting. Just turn it black. Can you delete the ceiling of my porch really fast so that it doesn't look bad? There we go.
Can I game you?
If you're quiet. Maybe we scoot that up one more. Bring it in line with here. And then, if we add windows, does it still look kind of stupid? A little bit. She's a little goofy. Maybe it's the medium height here is fucking with me. See, now that feels too tall. That feels disproportionate. Squat that down. Now we're getting somewhere, I think. Okay. Much love to those windows, but I don't like them. We do like the dark wood of this. Go like 1, 2, 3 there. Sort of, this is very symmetrical feeling, so I want to keep that symmetry. Then of course we gotta go with the seaside cottage floors. They've got so much woodsy texture to them. Put them throughout the house. We'll see if I go with wood walls on the inside. I'm gonna give it a hard, probably not. What doors feel cabin-esque? Hello? After I got rid of the ceiling, my columns are too short. Now they're too tall. If I extend my eaves, will that make it look normal? It does. This'll just look whack. It'll be fine. I think we'll maybe put some, what are these guys called? You know, these chimneys on the side. Or a chimney. For a little bit of that extra texture. Extra shape. Put her there. We'll see. We'll see how I feel about it. We might use a debug one just so it doesn't cost money, even though money is no issue. I lied. We're not going to use a debug one. Money is not a problem this build. I think I want to make it feel very Hobbit-esque as well. So we might get some, if it'll, you know, fit. Might get some greenery going on the roof. Does it look a little bit like mold? You know, who's to say? Me's to say, but, you know, let's cut her some slack. There's a, in debug, there's a no flower color bougainvillea, and I do wish it was available. Not in base game. So I can add it to things, because I think she's gorgeous. Bougainvillea gotta be one of my favorite flowers. Can't intersect with roofs, bro. Then why give it a green outline? like that. That's cute. Gives it a more of a lived in the woods kind of a feeling. Okay, we were looking at doors, and then I got distracted by the roof. Cabin doors. This is pretty cabin door. Got that natural wood feeling. Got a little bit of that distressed element. We could always go seasons. It's a little big, but I don't hate it. What do we got down here? And then we just sort of get too fancy when we get into the double paneled doors. Plus, it's going to take up a lot of space on the inside. You know, this is not the world's biggest cabin. So I think we go with the wormwood door. I do wish it had like a window on it because it is an interior door. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. If windows worked inside of doors, you know well, I've never checked. It doesn't not work. Is it functional? That is the question. Probably not. So we won't put her in there, but we will think about her. Do I put this circle window up here, or does that look dumb? I think it looks dumb. I think we're landing on dumb. Okay. Which just leaves us with the main floor windows. And I'm really loving this life and death stuff. I didn't think I would love the worn wood look for anything, but it's really vibing with what we're going for here. Do I want that door to pop a little bit more? Not that much pop. Good grief. Pop a little bit less. But I don't mind. If we add maybe some, like, yeah, a flower box, perhaps. It's a little too pristine. We'll obviously be adding some ivy at a later time, but not right now. I don't think any of these flower boxes are striking my fancy. I'm going to double up these windows on the bottom, though, just to give us a little bit more vision. Alright, headed back to the windows. Are any of the bay windows good? Because I'd love to have a bay window on this side and then a chimney on the other. But I think they're all the wrong color. This gray one doesn't look too bad. You know, how does he look in direct light? They're basically the same value. Yeah, that's close enough to count. Then we'll put the chimney over here. Could also add just like a little bit of a patch in the roof. A leak in the roof. Doing some dormers, perhaps. I'm feeling a probably not on the dormers. Alright. I think we hit it kind of on the nose with this first chimney. If I do it in a warmer color. Gotta make sure it's not peeking through the walls down here. Yeah, that just goes about halfway. So it should be chillin'. Beautiful. Man, I hate these trees. I'm going to keep them, again, for the spirit of the challenge. But let it be known that I don't like them. And then, of course, what else would this man out here be but the outhouse? Just gotta make sure to get these pipes in our outhouse. What are are these? I've never used these beams from cottage living before. What do you do? Just like stick out? I can't tell if I like it. I don't think I like it. Yeah. I think with the pitch that my roofs are at, it doesn't look like anything. But something to keep in mind for a future build. Seeing if I like any of these roof decorations. And the weather vane, I don't dislike as a concept, but smack him up here. He's a little big though, so what if we shrink him down using the left bracket key? I don't dislike it, I think it's just the wrong color. But I don't have a better color. They just all look a little wrong. So we'll get rid of him. That's fine. It was an idea. You know, doesn't have to be perfect. Is my camera stuttering again, bro? A little bit. I think it just happens when the light's low. But who could say? What stairs do I want on this guy? Maybe the, seasons? Be a closer matching wood. That wood's a little orange. What about you? That's better. Do I have a stair railings that match from Island Living? Unfortunately, not. These are not OSHA safe stairs. Thought I might like those as window boxes, but I don't. This is probably too modern, yeah. I think these guys perhaps are not made for window boxes. Maybe not window boxes. What about this? Is this silly? Yeah, it looks a little silly. Gotta put a gutter. I never get to use gutters, because I never use this pack. Gotta put a gutter in here. Okay, that's enough scrolling through wall decorations. Let's add some bigger windows on the back here. Maybe something from cottage living. It's a little dark. Yeah, I'm trying to keep that more natural cabin feeling. But if nothing's hitting the cabin feeling, we'll go with our next best wood tone. Now I know she's base game. I know she's base game, but sometimes base game works. You can't hate it if it works. Yeah, I don't like any of the medium windows. Not for this build, anyway. Oh, excuse me. How about a temple window? The first floor, you think? Yeah, stone? Breeze block, maybe? Probably not. Big ol' window in the back to look at whatever this cabin was built around. Love for it to be built on a lake, but ain't no lakes. Ain't no lakeside places in the packs I have. I want those to be taller. Those are like up. Maybe one more. Yeah, that still looks fine. Okay. Let's add some smaller windows here and then move on with our day. It looks a little silly. Here, why don't we just get rid of the big window in the middle and do something a little easier. Just make it a big window instead. And then, of course, on the inside, we have to put a fireplace right next to our fireplace. Seems like it would be a crime not to do so. That's covered. We could do even the tall one. Even the tall boy from Life and Death. We're not going to, but we could. You a tall boy? You're a tall boy too. Maybe just something a little... I mean, look at the stacks of wood on the side. That's very cabin. Cabin in the woods. Night in the woods, perhaps even. Oh, right, we were decorating the outhouse whenever I got distracted. We're like 3 layers deep of distraction. Let's check out our paneling, see if we have anything fun or interesting. We probably should match. So let's take that top bit and apply it over. You can copy paste trim. I was never sure if you could. Yeah, that's very outhouse. Hell yeah. I think we go with the one of the cottage living doors. Just to give it a... Oh, and that wood match? Beautiful. This is an outhouse, but this is like a comfortable outhouse, you know? A nice outhouse. If you've seen that one guy on TikTok, it's like his outhouse. And then maybe just as like an extra little fun thing, we add the toilet sign in the middle of the wreath here. Now that's... I mean, come on. Look at how nice she fits in there. Alright, we're going with that house. Which means... Oh, I should do some walls. Hey, before we do anything else, we should get some walls in this guy. Any wood paneling that doesn't feel bad? Should get some lights in here so I can actually see the colors. Be a good plan. Because that's too tan. What about you? Do you have anything? That's not bad. It just feels too modern. Obviously, I'm not doing ones with the brick because that's an outside paneling. I'm drawn to this one. I was going to say I was worried about the color. I don't hate it. It's drawing on this like lighter color of the floor wood. It's just so brown, you know? Like there's not a lot of dimension in it. Switch playlist real fast. It's just so brown. Too modern again. You know, I don't want this to say, like, I'm hanging deer heads on the wall. I want it to be classier than that, but not so... This is our summer cabin where we go for a lake weekend. You know? Somebody lives here 6 months out of the year, maybe, depending on the weather. See, that's too fancy. Alright, I think we're gonna stick with this. Put it in the outhouse as well. And if it's too brown, we'll come back with a less brown solution later. Maybe something like that. But for now we're gonna keep it. Cause that's, I mean, that adds the dimension I'm looking for. I just don't know if I love the wallpaper. Are you the right color? Almost. I think it's just too fancy of a wallpaper. Oh, that's not even the right wood. Okay, interesting. Anyway. Just a little outhouse. It would be fun. I'm gonna put a toilet shrubbery elsewhere on the property, but we will not put a toilet shrubbery inside of the outhouse. I do like the old-fashioned toilet. In that blue color? Come on. That's cheeky. I think we tile this back wall. They're like, yeah, like it's an outhouse, but it's not like a bad outhouse. We tiled it. Tiles exactly one wall. It's the accent wall. Gotta get that cottage living sink in there, and then, that's too much. I was gonna say maybe the vampire mirror too, but I think that's too much. Put in a little mirror. Gotta go with the classic. The get together. What are these called? Hand towel. Add some soap, and that baby is good to go. That was an intentional pun. I'll never convince you, but it was. I could make this a full bathroom, like with a shower and everything. It would not be difficult. Maybe we do. Yeah, we'll add a shower. Move the sink over to the other wall. Scoot that mirror down a little bit so it's not made for giants. And then we'll add a shower over here. Now, I said I didn't want to make it too fancy. But we did get those new glass walls in game. And wouldn't it look so chic? Just have a little glass wall in here? That's what I'm saying, right? Like, it looks nice. And then from the mountain pack, we just add this lovely little shower in here. And we tile just the wet area. That's what I'm saying. Not the vampire tile. I'm tempted to use the vampire tile, but we won't. I don't like the way that tile looks either. We gotta go something a little more rustic. But I want a lighter color than that. Yeah, that's good. Very chic. Add our old friend, the Zenith. Get a towel in here. We'll put her outside the wet area. And maybe a clothes hamper out here too. You know, you don't want to lug all that dirty laundry back to the house after you've just taken a fresh and clean shower. Maybe we'll hang a robe over here as well. In a matching color to the towel. I'm not a heathen. That doesn't match. Do they not have matching colors? Fine. White and white it is, I guess. I want a plant. We're gonna put the authority in here. Because she's the perfect bathroom plant. The authority has never done anything wrong in her life. And she livens up the space so much. Can that door go away, please? Beautiful. It just all feels so like vintage cozy. I don't like that mirror though. We're gonna change that mirror up. Maybe this one instead. It's a little big. I've never wanted a small mirror before. Typically we're like, oh, they're all so small. I want a bigger one. But for the first time ever, small mirror. Interesting. Glass walls only kind of count as transparent? Did not know that. Alright. Call that our outhouse. Might rotate you. So you're front facing so people can see my cute wall decoration on the gallery. And of course we're gonna tile that entrance over there. Using our good old-fashioned live edit rock pieces. These bad boys. We're just gonna get some shape going here so that later we can go fill it in with these rock tiles as we feel so moved. It's a lot of work getting these tiles to look right, and I'm not in the mood at this very second to do so. Obviously, we're finishing this build by this evening, but for now, we're gonna leave it pretty scattered like that, so just so we get the basic shape in here. And maybe I add just a little bit of decay to the roof. If I make it smaller, will it fit? I can make it smaller, then it floats off the roof. So, perhaps not. It's the smallest one we have. We'll add a little bit of plantage to the roof then as well. Just a wee bit. Need something more irregularly shaped. There we go. The grass is working. Only a slightly abandoned cabin feeling. There we go. Get some greenery on that upper roof as well. Trying to get these trees placed correctly so that they look right and don't distract from the build. That's clipping a little bit. About right there. It's too inline. I think we'll just scooch her back here and just keep it close. Okay. Let's get some stairs in here so we can start doing layout. Do some matching stairs to outside. How far back can I scooch them? the way back there. Is that... Go one more tile to the right. Oop. Make you a little bit smaller. That way we're not clipping through the wall too badly there. Just add a couple more of those. So that we still get that full look that we had before, but with less clipping through the walls. Does that clip? It does. What if we rotate you? Okay, fine. Okay, fine. We'll just be like that then. I think I want this to be like the master bedroom up here. I don't know, I don't know what I want for the inside. This is striking me, you know, as a cabin home. Somebody lives here, at least part of the year, at least. What if we go this way with the stairs instead? How many tiles was that? 2 tiles over there? That's enough to sneak in a bathroom. It's just so... in the wrong place is the thing. Because, like, that's wasted space there. Obviously, I want to keep our lovely fireplace where it is. What if I put it there? Excuse you, you can totally move 1 tile over. And then move a tile this way. For 2. And then we can have a wall here for living, and then like kitchen, and then like dining back here. Even though that feels bad. Because bedrooms should really be in the back. But then we just put like a cheeky little bedroom up here. And then like perhaps like an entry way over on this side. I think that'll work. I'm gonna change gears on the stairs though. Something a little more like this. Oh, I got it in the exact right place the first try. There we go. Because then we're gonna add some walls here. To really enclose the staircase. And then that'll be like our closet on our bedroom that we're gonna put right there. And that does some funky things to the door. But the off-center door sort of lends itself to the energy that we're trying to create. And do we have a stair railing? Sure. Go with that one. Well, this is the kitchen, after all. Probably go there and then get rid of those walls. Or something a little more like that. Because then we can have a lovely little kitchen, a U-shaped kitchen here. Some dining, leaning more towards this side, and then living space in this zone. And I don't know what this zone is going to be. It's wasted space right now, but... Oh boy. Another spam bot. I love to see that. Oh well. Let's see. Man. Thanks for hanging out, dumb bot. Silly. Key. Back into it. Put a light there and a light there. We'll figure out the lights over here. What cabinets feel cabiny? Now I'm so biased. I love the life and death cabinets. I love them so much. I don't think the vampire cabinets are it. Obviously the backyard stuff cabinets, not it. If I make you a different color, are you cabiny? I do like the open shelving look, but it doesn't quite feel cabin. Not the Jungle Adventure ones. I don't dislike the Jungle Adventure ones. And in fact, I quite like the dark wood with the white tops. Loop that around there, and then we add the left end piece. Oops. Left end piece. And a fridge here. Turn debug off so I can actually see. Cabin fridge. Old King Cool. And of course, if you have to go with the classic cottage living pieces every time. Unless we want the like wood burning stove. It looks a bit out of place, I think. Because it still reads as wood burning, but it reads more akin with everything we've got happening here. Okay, we do have matching uppers. Lovely. Do I want matching uppers, though, or do I want different uppers for contrast? They'd have to have a very similar wood color, of course. You know I love my guys from Life and Death, but I think probably not this time. I think this is too, like, yeah. It's too cottage. Not too cottage, not enough cabin. From cottage living, color me shocked. I also was looking for one that, like, goes in on the corner cabinet rather than out on the corner cabinet. I know there's one. No, you're still out on the corner cabinet. Isn't there one in base game? That's just like, yeah. It's like the basest of base game ones. Okay. Maybe we just don't have a corner cabinet. We just go with tiles. Only cabinets on this wall. And then we drop the like left end piece right there or something. All by its lonesome. I don't hate that. What's the tall cabinet on this guy look like? Little too Salvadorian, I think, for this, what we're going for. Oh my gosh, I forgot a sink. How could it be so foolish? Right in front of our bay window? disrespecting her like that. Now she's beautiful. We're gonna match some equally nice curtains with her. We'll see if I can find any curtains that I like. Probably no curtains. We'll go no curtains. Just a beautiful bay window. And of course, gotta have the tile backsplash. Lovely tile backsplash. And we'll pick which tiles we want. I do like the blue though. Matches the plates that we have going on there. I think we'll keep the blue. And you cannot forget your anti-fatigue pad next to the sink. You don't want to get tired scrubbing all those dishes. Now, of course, this build does not have to be functional. It is for a contest, but I do like to make all my builds functional. So we're going to try to make sure this kitchen still works, even after we add everything into it. But first, let's get a dishwasher in here. See if we have any good towels to hang on that dishwasher. Without tool mod, this is a little more tricky, as you can see. So we'll probably skip it for now. Imagine there's a towel hanging there and it's super duper cute and everybody loves it. Scoot a little soap next to the sink. What other kitchen clutter? We're going to turn off our live edits so we don't have fake kitchen clutter up in our kitchen. I think some spoons next to the sink would look nice. And of course in the corner, move that corner cabinet out of the way. Where is our beautiful, our lovely, our only... Oh, we gotta get the radiator in here. That's so cabin. But our beautiful, our only, our lovely cottage living canisters. Hello, are they not in this clutter section? I'd rather have to go into into decorations, clutter in order to find my guys. There we are. There's the girls. Main squeeze canisters. Love of my life, main squeeze canisters. They look so good in every kitchen. Look at them. Look at that. Look at them. So nice. And over here, we're going to stick these sauces. Not in the wall, but close to the wall. What else can we clutter this counter with? Nail care basics? Probably not. We'll, of course, put the knives on this corner counter. Real close to the oven. Do you want a cookie jar? I feel like probably not on the cookie jar. But we could get some more sauce or jar-based decorations with this stuff from Life and Death. And I do, of course, love my tea cans. From... What are you from? What is it called? I never use it. Mount Komorabi. Snowy Escape as well. Ooh, maybe instead of the hand soap. Ooh, or in addition to the can soap, we do the hand soap as well. put it over here. So we've got dish soap and regular soap. Beautiful. Gotta get that salt and pepper over here for cooking. Is it a sculpture? There's another thing in cottage living I love using. It's like a pot or a cooking dish. It makes for really good kitchen clutter. I just show all and filtered by pack because I know that it's in cottage living. Where's my guy? Of course I want you as well. Beautiful teapot. This. King's cookware. And we're going to scooch her on top of the fridge. If the cabinets will let me. Is she going to float just a little bit because I don't have tool mod installed right now? Yes. Are we going to worry about that? A little bit. But otherwise, no. Alright, we can put these bad boys back where they belong. Thank you for your service, gentlemen. Ah, look at that kitchen clutter. I'm gonna go to wall decorations and get the pots and pans for our additional wall clutter. Right there. Shrink them just a little bit so they fit in this crevice more nicely. Beautiful, gorgeous. Oops. I pressed shift a little too close to the sun. Got rid of the walls that I love so much. There we go. Oh, of course we need a trash can. Can't forget the trash can. I do love this Base Game Plus trash can. Now, I think it would be cute to do like a little eat-in nook over in this corner. Love a nook. And then maybe formal dining here, and then we try the living room here. But I think that'll get a little cramped. So instead, we'll probably just dining room up. This whole section back here. And add some like extra little bonus things on the ends. I do want a long table. Let's see, what do we got for long, boys? That one's bar height. Where is my... Yes. Reclaimed wood table. Be the same length as all these bad boys, yeah? Yeah. Now, gotta love the reclaimed wood in a cabin. Just gotta make sure it's not so matchy-matchy that I lose it in the floors. We'll probably add a rug underneath of it for visibility's sake. Now, the matching chairs, I've always found to just be too much. So instead, we're just gonna go with something comfy, cozy, little woodsy. Maybe the Seasons timber dining chairs. I love the metal detailing on that. These come in something a little less capital W white. On the upholstery, I think the main course dining chairs would look lovely. That's probably going to be our best match. Scooch her back just a smidgen. And that's nice. And of course, gotta add our radiator in there. And another radiator over here. And another radiator over here. And another radiator upstairs. Gotta make sure the house is warm. Probably gonna put this guy up to the entryway. I do like her. Okay. Time for a rug. Go with a blue accent to match the kitchen, perhaps. It's not quite long enough. This is where I miss Tool Mod the most, is rug resizing. It's just a little too small. Can I stack them? Does it look okay if I stack them? A little bit of a rotate. That looks okay if I like stack 3 of them. I don't hate it. Probably use a combination of island living curtains here. Just so they look a little more natural. And if they don't look natural, we can always change it. I don't love it. Where's my cabin slats? Isn't that like a thing? Cabin slats. Put the cabin slats on there. Hell yeah, you're good to go. That's what they're for. They're cabin slats. Might try to scooch them up just a smidgen. If you ever can't get your curtains to scooch up, you're just going to drag them down further and then use the 9 key to raise them up higher. Alright, let's see what we're working with in the living room here. I mean, obviously the mega sofa. It's so cabin already, right? Like, is there even another option that comes close? It's just so cabin. It already met the brief. It said, what do you mean? Do the homework. I already did the homework. It's just so perfect. I think we have to do it. You know? I put these in all of my, like, base game builds that aren't meant to be modern, but they just look so nice. And then I think perhaps a television. Perhaps a television on this wall. And it's a flush with this width of fireplace. It looks so nice. I don't even have to pull it off the wall at all. And a gaming machine for the gamers in the cabin. Our lovely rustic retro floor lamp. She's perfect. She's beautiful. I will hear no comments about her. Do we feel coffee table? I feel like coffee table might clutter up the space because we're already interrupting the walking space with this couch here. So I feel like perhaps, and we're not going to add a rug because we have a rug here, but I need something to break up the floor. Maybe if we add there's that rug that like mimics a hearth. The new base game one, this guy. Maybe if we add more of that like stone hearth kind of a feeling. That'll help break it up. Do we have any like good rugs that aren't going to take up so much space? If I layer. That's too modern. This rug is also too modern for the record, but it layers nicely, so that's what we're going with. Don't look too closely at the rug underneath the dining table. I mean, like something like this oval rug I don't hate. It's just so ugh. Do you have any good swatches? Like that one's fine. I don't love it. Get out of here. And the island rugs are all so busy. Maybe she gives me an idea. So this one has the like zebra rug, which isn't the kind of cabin we're going for, I think. But perhaps a different, fluffier animal skin rug would fill up the space like I want and break up the wood texture without adding too much color. What do you think of that? Can I layer? Oh, I was holding the Z button. LOL. Get back in here. Can I layer this? Does that look okay? Or do you clip too bad? I don't really clip at all. I can make a fun custom shape out of this to really fill out the space nicely. What's that rug on the floor? Oh, you know, it's just my like polar bear fur rug. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that looks like real nice, real organic. I think we stick with that. Do want a bit of greenery in this area again to just like break up all of the wood that we have. I never get to use this jungle living plant, so maybe that guy. Jungle living, jungle adventure. My apologies. And then maybe we add like a hutch or something to soften this divide here between the two wallpapers. Unless I can column it. Oh. Yes. Yes, snowy escape column, my beloved, to my rescue once again. She is beauty, she is grace. Look at the wood. Does it rhyme? No. Do I love it? Yes. Anyway, do we have a better color? There we go. Look at that wood texture. You know that they paid some Amish people good money for this wood. Alright, what do we have in the hutch territory? To put on this wall back here. Maybe like a bar? Perhaps a bar? Something in this zone? In this zone? That takes up a good amount of space. Takes up the wall, adds an attraction. I like it. And then if we're sneaky, we can take a cabinet and put it here and put a coffee machine on top of it. Not that coffee machine though. This coffee machine. And then size, oops, I'm so sorry, not a cabinet. Why would it be a cabinet? I meant to say an island piece. And then we put a coffee machine on it, rotate that bad boy around, shrink down the island, and now I can put this coffee machine, making sure that doesn't stick out, into this bar piece and still have it function. Is it floating a little bit? It is not. It's even at the right height. We are blessed this day. So now we've got a cute little coffee bar. Scoot him over there, perhaps. We'll figure out this corner. I'm not gonna worry about it for right now. Don't worry about Mystery Corner. She will be filled with an indoor activity of some kind. The meditation stool. Sure, we'll put a meditation stool in the corner. For meditation. Okay, now we gotta figure out the entryway and the bedroom. Let's put in a door. Gotta go with the classic in this case. You love to see her. You love to hear from her. She is the best door in the game. Okay. Of course, we already know we're putting a closet in this bedroom. Any opportunity I get to use the closets, I will take. Love having a closet. They bring me such joy. Look at that. It's so simple. It's so simple and easy and real. Real like real life. And I think we'll put the radiator over in this corner. Because they're never in a convenient place, but they at least let me put down a bed. You know? Alright, what bed feels... We want a double bed. Feels sufficiently cabin. Something... Maybe you? Double mission bed? Do you have any fun color? Oh, this is so cabin, right? We gotta do the plaid. Oh, we gotta do the plaid. The red plaid? Tell me you're not coming down here for Christmas and having your red plaid sheets. Lie to me. Alright, now we just gotta get some comfy, cozy curtains that cover both of these windows. Yes. Yes. This? Yes. Absolutely yes. She's perfect. To me, she is perfect. Alright, we're gonna put our mirror in here. That feels too college. Perhaps just this guy? Classic between the lines full-length mirror. Yes. Yep. Yes. And then maybe the season's end tables. Because I do just really like them. With at least one table lamp. Gotta get the plant book and candle in here. What's saying cabin? Seasons is just reading really cabin to me today. So we're gonna go with that, and then we're gonna get some clutter. In here. There's a specific book that I like to think is like somebody's like journal or diary. The open, you know which one, the open book? This guy. The notebook. So I'd love to have him next to a bed. I think it just looks nice. And we've got a little bit of extra dead space here. So I might see what we have in decorations, if anything really hits. We might put the single tile tiny living kit. What is it called? Dresser. In that area. This guy. Let's get some drawers in here. Is the wood the wrong color? Yes. I'm not that worried about it though. Some shoe clutter. Get some on the desk clutter perhaps. Maybe this basket? I like this basket. Now, various soaps and things. What do we want on the walls? A little bit of peeling situation. Nah, we're already on wood. We'll get some art up here though. Be a tapestry. It feels a little too old, I think. I do love the hand-woven tapestry. Yeah, we'll keep the hand-woven tapestry. And we'll get a rug in here to really keep the draft down from the open floors. Do you have a better swatch, or are you just stupid in all of your swatches? I hate this rug. It just looks so bad. It's very early 2000s mouse pad. These are too bright for what we're going for. This red accent, it's going to be tough to find a good rug, I think. The magic carpet just isn't doing it for me. Maybe we just gotta go with the classic bamboo weave. Not as comfortable as something fluffy, but we already used a fluffy area. Don't worry about this space. We'll figure it out. Something will go here. What is something? I don't know, but something will go there. It's a surprise to everyone. Alright, let's get some half walls around these stairs so they're a little less treacherous. Do I want a second bathroom up here? I mean, it's big enough. Maybe, yeah, we'll add a secondary bathroom up here. Whoever's in the guest room downstairs has to use the outhouse, but up here, we've got a private bathroom. But we'll keep it a 2x3 so that it's nothing fancy. Just something simple. Put the cottage living sink up here. I didn't do that mirror that we kicked out before because I do love her. Get some tiles going. With these subway tiles this time. Laminate floor. Bam. That's a bathroom. I don't think I put any toilet paper in the outside. Outhouse. I did not. They live in a cabin. They're not heathens. Alright, what do we want on the walls out here? Or up here, rather, not out. Okay, we could do more of the same kind of paneling situation. I don't hate this wood. The cedar support beams. Because more of this just feels very samey. Is this perhaps the good middle ground betwixt the two? And then I just have like an accent wall over here. Accent walls on the ends to brighten up the space. I like it. Sorry, I just realized I absolutely forgot some bathroom accents, and I do have to add them before I forget again. Soap, toothbrush, Bam. Wham bam thinky ma'am. Wham bam shang-a-lang and a sha-la-la-la-la. It's stuff like the placement of this radiator, where I'm like, you know, Sims players, we love to fuck around and add some like elements to make a space appear more realistic. We do not know what we're doing. Is that up to code? Girl, how am I supposed to know? I don't know code. I don't know building code. Where do radiators get the water from? I don't know. Should I put it above a kitchen? I don't know. I'm not a builder. Anyway. Or like the placement of windows and like floors and things, or like plumbing that doesn't make any sense. It's all in good fun. I wonder about us sometimes. Maybe the cozy cubbyhole bed would just be a little more comfy for a renovated space up here. We put it off center so that we add some tables and still have some walking room over on this side. Go with the cottage living end tables. And I want some wall sconces on this one. That's like sufficiently comfy cozy for me. Add our lovely little alarm clock here. Perhaps a plant. That's decorations, baby. Them's decor. Get an ottoman at the end of the bed. Now we're cooking with gas. What do I want over here? Maybe like a sitting area? Oh, I don't have any dressers. So perhaps a dressers area. Could be smart. Could be thinking thoughts, thinking things. Two dressers. Built-in vanity. Get a wood that matches and we shove that guy in there. A little bit of a built-in situation. Add my favorite computer chair. Now obviously in build I was making for the gallery, by the gallery, for the gallery, I would turn this into a computer desk, but this is for Discord. Doesn't gotta be a computer desk. So we will make it a vanity with a mirror here, and we'll stick a light at the top. Personally, for vanities, I love using the picture perfect art lighting. I feel like it adds that downlight that you're looking for without too much extra light in your room. Because, you know, theoretically, even though I already forgot mine, we already have, like, lighting. In fact, if I add a lamp, this is comfy cozy enough. Who needs a big light? I say with my big light on. Who needs a big light? You could have a rustic candle chandelier. Who needs a big light when instead you could have a chandelier? Hello? Can my chandelier pop in, please? Who needs a big light when you can have a chandelier? Those sconces are perhaps a bit tall. I never look at anything in first person mode, so it all looks bad. Excuse me. Every time I do, I'm like, oof, I really should do this more often. And then I forget because I don't like doing it. I went in this corner. Maybe... She's classic. It's gonna be so hard to get this where I want it. Bam. Put that little guy next to it. And then we'll just put some clutter on the other one. This one's the clean plant person, and this one also lives here. And they've just got every clutter you can imagine. I'm a liar. I don't like clutter that much, so I'm not gonna add that much clutter. I'm sorry I lied to you, chat. See, like, that's already, like, I'm like, I think that's enough clutter. But we're gonna get some paintings up here, I think. There's that nice new gallery wall. This isn't the gallery wall I was thinking of, but I do like it. Put that up over there. And then, of course, a rug so it doesn't get too drafty. Perhaps you? Too big. A little big, I think. What about you? Closer. We'll keep it. We'll keep it. It's silly and I like it. Oh, I never put a light in the kitchen. LOL. What kind of light do I want in the kitchen? Well, it also depends on what light we put over here. Do we put like a chandelier? I do like the cube lighting trio. It's a classic. Yeah, we'll do that and then we'll just do a classic saucer light in the kitchen. And change the color of this so it's not quite so bright red. I do like to put some books in the kitchen and pretend they're like cookbooks. This is someone's cookbook collection. Now I'm just trying to think of like clutter that I feel is appropriate for the space. Isn't there a, like a poker? Fire. This. For the fireplace over here. Now the biggest challenge. What to do with this space over here? Is she an activity space? Is she like a secret study? Secret being? I said that kind of as a joke, but like... Where's my grid at? I don't know if that'll function. If we have a different door. As much as I like that front door. That's a 2, take a 2 as well. Are you a single? You're a single. It just looks so much less cabin, you know? We'll check if it functions, and if it doesn't, we'll scooch this down one. We just won't enclose it. It'll just be the open study / library area. I love asking myself what desk feels cabin. That feels pretty cabin. Put a computer down here. Some people make stories when they do their Sims games, but not me. I do not know who lives here or what they are doing. I just know they have a typewriter and they like books, because bookshelves are a good way to fill up a wall. That's too tall. Put a bookshelf like that, perhaps. Still feels very empty, but I'd rather it feel empty than crowded. Maybe put a rug to define the space. You know, and then just have 3 rugs all in the same open area. It's fine. Don't think about it too hard. A rug for every space. That's what I say. Alright. Time to figure out this path. We're just gonna keep using the same rock until I feel over it. And then we'll switch to a new rock. And that's how we'll sort of create the space. And then we'll adjust from there. Just placing rocks. It's a fun job, rock placement, she said, sarcastically. I'm gonna call that good enough. That's my friend, Mr. Good Enough. We want sconces for the outside. Does it highlight how off-center the door is? Yes. Do I care? Not even a little bit. Ooh, maybe we go with the lanterns instead. Just one lantern over here. And then a lantern over here too. So that people can see where they're going. Get some terrain paint going. That is too tough of a terrain paint. Soften you up, please. Get a gentler touch. It's alright, this is just for the edges. It's in the middle here. I feel like there's a wood chip texture somewhere. Guess not. But anyway, we're gonna make that darker in the middle. Get rid of the grass texture. But still have the grass texture on the edges so that it fades out a bit more naturally. Just keep layering a few different kinds of dirt until it feels right. And I think we just sort of add some plants until it feels done. Plants in ground cover. You're the wrong mailbox. Let's get into mailboxes here. We gotta go with the wall slot, right? You know, mail comes when it comes. And it goes on the porch. Do I have any Adirondack chairs? Is that? I don't know if I'm saying that right. You know, the outside chair. Does not look like I do. Bummer. These are my next best outside chairs. For relaxing and drinking your coffee to the bird song in the morning. Hell yeah. I want something that feels a little bit more outside. In Debug, actually, I was disappointed there wasn't a mug, but I think in Debug for Life and Death, there's a mug. There's also the single candle, which I love. The single candle from Life and Death is a non-zero reason why I got the pack. If I'm being perfectly honest with myself. I thought there was a mug. Guess not. There's a flask, though. That works just as nice. I do love adding the welcome rug whenever I can. So where's the welcome rug? Put him out there. Okay, we were on plant. We were on plants and then I got distracted. Should probably put this on whatever lot I'm gonna keep it on so I can use matching greenery, huh? Save that to my library. Let's find a little bit of a better spot than Newcrest to put our Discord cabin show. We are looking for a 30 by 20-ish lot, preferably next to a water feature. But if not, I can always build the water feature in. Henford on Bagley is tempting. Is there anything in Windenburg? What does this lot look like? I never play this save, so I have no idea who lives anywhere. Yeah, it's so beach. And also fall. Probably not there. What are you? 20 by 20, 40 by 30. Well, what about this lot? That's not bad, but it's oriented the wrong direction. Okay, nothing in Windenburg. Anything in Ravenwood, perhaps? In the city part of Ravenwood? Are you 30 by 20? 30 by 30. 30 by 30. And then we add a water feature. Could be fun. Oh, this is... Okay, guess not. $30 by $20. You're in town, though. I don't want any of the towny lots. And this is all in the weird, fucked up lighting space. Trying not to go with Henford on Begley, because it's the easiest one. But it looks like it'll fit the best. I mean, I guess if I have to use Henford on Bagley, I will. I don't think it has any lots oriented in the right direction, actually, because these are all horizontal 30 by 20s. That's a little bit annoying. And after I did all that work to reorient the house, too, huh? Well, let's see what it looks like placed down. Furnished, please. Okay, but we do know this will fit. So if we move house, rotate. Where'd the chimney go? Is it inside? Oh, it just disappeared. It'll work. It's just gonna be annoying. Hello? Go there. Make sure that didn't move any of my alt play stuff inside. It did not. Good. Okay, and then we just move all of these. Easy peasy, no problem. Just build a new path. I love doing it. It's easy and fun. This one's skinnier than the other one because it's longer and closer to the edge. I'm still using almost the same amount of stones. Which I can't tell if that's good or not, but it looks fine. I think there's like a little bit of a weird gap here where I'm gonna put like one more. Of these bad boys. Yeah, give that a little bit more of a wiggle. Then we'll just clear the terrain paint. No, clear the terrain and fix it up and we'll be good to go. Goated, thank you. Good to see you around, Jordis. How's it hanging? How was your day? There we go. Just some nice little terrain paint. Obviously, it's gonna look whack because it runs up against the border here, but we're just gonna pretend that it doesn't. So I don't have to think about it. Remove these flowers so that they're actually placed around stuff rather than just in the middle of nowhere. Alright, and then we're in Hemford on Bagley, so we can use base game and cottage living, and we're going to turn on live edit so we have access to all of this lovely greenery you see around here. And are we going to go overboard with landscaping? Yes. We're aiming to please the Sims team, and Simmers love overly landscaped areas. It is, in fact, their favorite thing. I forgot to add my chimney back in. I have to turn off my base game and cottage living filters for my... Yes. Johnny's chimney. There we go. My house is not complete without the chimney. Alright, back to base game and snow escape. Not snow escape. Silly goose. Cottage living. Ooh, we can get some rocks on the property. Look great. Smaller rocks on the property. Nobody needs a rock that size, I think. I do love cottage living debug. She is beauty, she is grace. She has easy grass to place. And mushrooms! I forgot about mushrooms. This is a not so subtle Death Stranding reference now. Putting mushrooms around the outhouse. We're gonna make this so lush, you're not gonna believe it. Do I have a pond? What do you think about, like, just a little pond, like, right there? I think that would clutter up the space too much. I changed my mind. No commentary on the pond. On the pond. Where is this? Oh, it's just the low-lying yellow flowers that they're using. Those are in shrubs. Where am I? Yes. Ground cover. And so we're really just trying to dirty up this space with a lot of greenery. Make it feel a little bit more like a cabin in the woods and less like a cabin type home. I'm just trying to match some of the vibes that are happening out here with the greenery. It's like some of these foxglove would be nice to have. And then like some of the daisies and other things make nice touches. Just trying to really add to any sort of a lived-in feel. It is too bad that a big window is looking into a cliff, but you know, maybe there's like wildlife or something out there that they like to look at occasionally. Add some mushroom clusters. Those windows are the wrong colors. Let's fix that real quick. Yeah, we'll keep that black. I think it'll look a little bit better. Sorry, I went quiet. I got so into the landscaping zone in my brain. Just thinking about whether or not it looks nice, what else it needs, if anything. I think that's a good amount of landscaping. I think we can stop there. Do we have any activities that we'd like to add? Turn off live edit. Ooh, I always forget to add this whenever I have the opportunity. The cross stitch kit takes up like 0 space. And it's a nice activity to have around. Put the bonsai tree in, sure. Add some color. I think that'll sort of do it. Could add some art on the walls, but I don't really feel like it needs it. I feel like our walls are generally pretty visually fine. I do think that bright white in the kitchen is perhaps a little too bright white. So let's see if we have a different tile we can go with that doesn't look too bad, but isn't quite so heavy on the eyes. I do always love this as an option whenever I've got a more brown space. You know, it breaks it up, it adds that tile that we're looking for, but it's not so much. I'll change some of the colors of the things we're working with here. Make them pop. we'll keep that color. Okay, I think I'm gonna call that done. Let's get some screenshots. Well, we're gonna get a sim in here so I can change the time. Then we'll get some screenshots. So, let's go to Manage Worlds. First and foremost, let's fix you and Cass. Gosh, what is any of this? Girl, Candace, what are you doing? Is it 2009 on your eyebrows? Good night. Sure, whatever, that works. It's gonna be a real quick cast change, so. Alright, lady, what are you wearing? Good grief. Can you get into the cozy spirit, please? You live in a cabin. The camo's a little on the nose, but... Sure, we'll call you a hunter gal. Candace, she's a hunter, she's a killer. She wears practical shoes. Where's isn't sneakers an option? Gotta give you a ponytail if you're a practical hunter. Yeah. Do we give her a hat? Probably. Here, how about we do this instead? Second outfit. Give her a variation that has a hat. Just something like that'll do. Actually, do we have like a bright orange one? Yeah. And no bracelets, please. Alright, your formal attire. Sure, whatever, this is fine. Gonna fix your makeup though. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And you get some earrings as a treat. makeup, ma'am. Working out. No makeup for sleep either. Please and thank you. Let's think about our life choices a little bit. She's just a simple hunter, so this is probably going to be the closest thing she has to party gear. Huntress? Ugh, I don't like the stripes on that. Give her a different updo. Same for the formal hairstyle. We'll give her do something a little different. Higher ponytail. Yeah, we'll give it the braid. See if this comes in a red so that it matches. Sure, that'll do. No makeup for swimwear. Is your hot weather clothing? Ma'am. Madam. Be realistic. No, it is not. Practical. Maybe she goes for it a little bit more when it's hot out, you know. Who knows? Cuts are short in the fall. God, I hate that hat. No hats for her, I think. No makeup either. Gotta have her fatigues on. And of course, some winter boots. Alright, there we go, Candace. Ignore all of this. Let's get some better screenshots of this guy. Hi, ma'am. Can you go jogging, please? Thank you. Fuck off. Fuck off. I don't care. Go away. I will play the new journey later. Right now. I just want to change the world time. Oh, I can't change the world time because I changed it too recently. Ma'am, can you stop freaking out then? Go here. Go home. What are you doing, girl? Okay, now can I change world time? And also change season? Summer. Gonna offset it by 8 hours. She walks so slow. Remember, we're just trying to get good screenshots here. Can you at least go in the outhouse? Madame? Hello? Can you cancel action? Is she not able to cancel actions? What is happening right now? Anyway, at least this gave me an opportunity to see that I have flowers in my shower. And stones. And an extra stone back there. Anything inside that's weird? No. Why am I unable to cancel her actions? That's so odd. This is reading as the front door. That's fun. I think I went too far. What are you doing right now? Are you just stuck in the bath? What is happening? Here, go here. And then go here. And stop fucking doing things. Stop complaining. Hang out. Trying to get good lighting on your house. Please stop trying to go inside of it. Go sit here. Of course it would start raining. No ma'am. Go here. Seasons change, whether it is sunny and warm for the next 10 hours. You are getting kicked out. Go over here. Go search Sophie the snail. Okay, don't like daylight lighting, so we'll have to wait for afternoon lighting. Or rather, why wait? Could change the world time by 11 hours. And stop raining. Taking screenshots is so hard. Okay, I think it's probably the best the lighting's gonna get. We can maybe cover up that little bit of eave overlap with the outhouse as a little bit of a cheeky disguise. Actually, ma'am, if you could come light the fireplace, please. And then once she lights the fireplace, I can finally, perhaps, take a decent screenshot. Hello, what are you doing? Are you not? Where's my lady at? Oh my god, she's so far away. I did that on purpose, I know, but good grief! Or she could just pick her up and plop her over here, and then pick her up and plop her over there so she doesn't try to come back to her house. You don't live here for now. Thank you. Awesome. Now go back over here. Take a selfie with Sophie the snail. Thanks, Candace. You're the real one. Ah, it does look like that's on fire now, because I did size it up, huh? Just a little bit of a cheeky chimney fire. Hey man, stop trying to do that. Come back here and unlight the fireplace, please. Please turn off your chimney fire. And maybe by the time you get here, I can progress the days. Again. Wonderful. Okay. Now go over there. Take a selfie with Sophie the snail. We are going to change world time by 12, 13 hours. Sure, whatever. I don't care. And now we wait. Again. What is happening to her? What does she have a million? I don't know why she is broken. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Cover up that ugly eave. A little bit of a closer screenshot. We're just giving us some options to pick from. Camera moves so slow close to buildings. Give us a minute. Oh, I didn't paint the ceilings. People get really are big sticklers about that if you don't paint the ceilings. I don't know. This, sure, whatever. I don't care. I'll do it everywhere that is not a bathroom. How about that? Now we just scooch our way back through the door. And now most people, many people, not most people, would go, oh, it looks so much more finished, doesn't it? And I'd go, yeah, sure, whatever, I don't care. It's just a wee wooden cabin. What happened to my tray that I had on that table? Disappeared, I guess. Whatever. Get some of that in there. Go back out to the living room. Do you have that glass on the table? That's fun. What happened to, excuse me. Pardon me. Where is all of my clutter? Where's all of my kitchen clutter? Where did it go? Why is it not in here? Bruh. Did you just kill all of my alt-placed clutter? Why? Furnished. Items? What do you mean items removed? What the hell? What the freaking... Oh. I bet I know what it was. Was it me changing the wallpaper? Because sometimes it gets real picky about that. If you do it with the shift key, sometimes it gets mad. Huh. Weird. Well, whatever. Descend. Descend even further. Oh, the ceilings aren't painted in this version. Well, you win some, you lose some. And I guess I'll paint the ceilings again. Is that what did it? Maybe that's what did it. Nope. Odd. Ignore that clipping. Oh, I want to take that from a little bit of an up angle, so you don't see the pot floating quite so hard. Or we just scoot her down one. Alright, and then we go upstairs. We make the upstairs exist first, and then we go upstairs. Oh yeah, we get some of that sunlight streaming in. Hell yeah. If I had reshaders, that would look sick as fuck. I got far enough away for the chandelier to appear yet. Nope. Now can I see the chandelier? Oh, she's here. And we'll get the second bathroom. Small spaces are always hard to take screenshots of. And then we're gonna move out here to the outhouse. Keep hitting the tab button instead of the Q button to lower me down. See, and then with the glass wall, it can be over here. You can still see. I've heard you can't undo things, so whatever. Good thing I got the outside shots already. Alright. And with that... Oop, not face cam only. There we go. I think that's gonna be a stream. Thanks for sticking around as I did this. Hopefully I'll see you all next week. Hopefully I don't die this week at work. That would be unfortunate. Have a good rest of your evenings. Goodbye.